Hey, what's going on there, guys? Cloud of Truth here with some more Battlefield 3 gameplay, and today I've got some Conquest Assault for you all on Law Market. We're running the Assault class with the M16A3 here for just a little bit. I know some of you guys out there that watch my videos are not fans of people that use the M16A3, but don't worry, I'm not going to run it for this entire video, and if you don't care, well, then that's fine. Run it for probably about the first 2 or 3 minutes, I would say, maybe only about 2, and then I'll switch over and run the Spaz 12 with slug rounds. Yes, finally bringing that back into some of my videos because I go through kind of streaks of using the Spaz, and then sometimes I'll stop using it for a while, and I kind of lose touch with it. It's just, and then I try to pick it up again, and I'm not that good with it, but I kind of started to warm myself back up to it this round because it's been a while since I've used it on a consistent basis. Occasionally I'll use it once or twice during a match, get like 3 kills with it, but this one it was my primary weapon that I used. So hopefully you guys enjoy this gameplay. If you know, even if you hate the M16A3, I won't run it for too long, and I'll eventually run these Spaz 12 with slug rounds, like I said. But the reason why I picked this gameplay today is because I'm running Assault throughout this entire match and video you're going to be watching today, which leads me into my topic. And I think this is one that's it's interesting. It's not like a heated debate and argument, but I think it's something that should be taken into consideration, mainly in regards to the next Battlefield game, Battlefield 4. It has to deal with the revive mechanic, the revive tool, the defibrillators, whatever you want to call them, basically the mechanic that allows a player to revive a dead teammate. Here in Battlefield 3, the revive or tool of defibrillators is with the Assault class, which many people would consider to be makes the class a little too good, or a little bit better, I should say, not too good, better than all the other classes, because you give them the best weapons combined with the most valuable tool, which is reviving your teammates. In Bad Company 2, many people felt that the defibrillators, or I guess, revive tool was very balanced because you put it with the guys that had the light machine guns, which were not quite as good as the assaulter weapons, which had the ammo boxes instead. So the classes were kind of, in a sense, the equipment was basically just flip-flop. Now, in my personal experience, Bad Company 2 I haven't played nearly as much as Battlefield 3, but I've also had a different experience when it comes to the revive tool. And that was a game called MAG, Massive Action Gamer, MAG for short. And for those of you that may remember that game, it was a PlayStation 3 exclusive only. I believe it came out, I want to say, January of 2010. I don't know if that's correct. I'm just going off memory. I have not looked anything up about the game in a long time. I haven't played in a while. But it came out quite, it's been a long time since that game came out. And it was, in my opinion, a game really ahead of its time. It came out for the PlayStation 3 only, and it had, at the time, probably one of the largest player sizes on a console. You had 256 players on one map. That was one of the game modes. And the other one was 64 players on one map. The maps were pretty big, but they were not too big. And the game was a lot of fun. We were playing it a long time ago. Had a blast playing it. I'm not going to go into huge details about it now, but it was a lot of fun. They had a ranking system and everything, who's in charge. It was, in a sense, more, I don't know, organized and more strategic than many other first-person shooters out there. In a sense, Battlefield 3 as well, because you had a chain of commands in MAG. Guys telling other guys what to do, using the mic system, talking, things like that. A lot of fun, but I'm not going to go into that now. But during that game, the revive tool you could use it across any of the classes, and the classes in that game were not default set classes with certain guns. It was all custom based, and you could put whatever gun, whatever armor, whatever perk thing you want, rockets, what kind of grenades, smoke grenades, anything like that. You could put the revive tool on there if you wanted, or you could put like the healer thing for just yourself and not the revive tool. Things like that, or actually just that was really my first experience to revives in first-person shooters, and that was a little bit weird for me. It was nice to have in the game. It was something kind of new. I kind of liked it, but here in Battlefield 3, it's something that I think many people feel is a little bit too powerful because of just first of all, how many points you get, second of all, the class it's on, the guys that get the best weapons, and the third thing is how fast it happens. If you watch some of this gameplay, when I revive some of my teammates, it's just, it takes no time at all. I press 2 buttons in a split second, and the guy's back up. Now, my question really to you guys is this something you think does it really, I wouldn't say ruin a game, but does it make it a little bit more difficult to balance? And is it something that when it comes to Battlefield 4, it should be left in the game, but perhaps on a different class? Should it be available to all classes, kind of like a custom-based system? Or should they remove the mechanic completely and just have no revives and just kind of go back to the way old first-person shooters were before, where if you die, you just die and then wait to respawn? I'm just really curious to hear your guys' thoughts on this. Personally, it's kind of a tricky thing when it comes to balancing. Like I said, if you put it like you have in Battlefield 3 with the best class in the game, I think it makes that class a little bit more valuable and just overall better than the other classes out there. Now, you can obviously make an argument for other classes being more important to the game, being better, being more useful, but when it comes to just one-on-one gunfights and winning a match, nothing will, in a sense, win you matches more than just having more players alive. Even if they're not good, just having players alive, getting those tickets back is so vital to your success as a team and individually in Battlefield 3. So I'm very curious to hear your guys' thoughts on this down below in the comment section. Please let me know what you feel when it comes to, especially Battlefield 4. We kind of all know when it comes to Battlefield 3 how it is. I mean, you can leave your thoughts on that if you want. But in terms of Battlefield 4, let me guys know what do you think about this? Is it something they should leave in? Once again, be kind of a custom-based system, or should they just take it out completely? Now this gameplay is coming to an end right here. I'm finally finishing up with a couple of Spaz 12 kills. Kind of got my, got my feel back for the gun, and it's not, I wouldn't say I've got it completely back again. I still miss quite a few shots, and sometimes the hip fire, oh man, it's terrible. But starting to learn it a little bit better. I've actually kind of discovered how to hip fire with this gun. I may make a separate video on that, I don't know. But generally for me, I find out when they hip fire with the Spaz, it seems like it goes mainly to the right side of the kind of the center of that little circle in the middle is kind of where it goes when you hip fire. It either goes right down the middle or kind of to the right. Now, it's not always true. Sometimes it will go to the left as well. But for the most part, I seem like it goes to the right. But I may do an actual test video on that just to let you guys know exactly what the spread value is when hip firing with the slow ground. So once again, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video and gameplay. If you did, consider rating it. I'd appreciate it very much. And once again, leave your thoughts down below in the comment section about this topic. I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say on this, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.